All right, got my little one here with me in the X-Runner. Say hello, baby.
Hello.
All right, just wanted to show you guys that the X-Runner can work as a family vehicle. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, you see that? Finally got that new head unit installed. Like, it looks clean, right? Tell me what you think. I'm here to tell you that if you have the ability to, rush out and buy these trucks right now.
Yeah, there's love, there's hate, lies and games, faith.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today I'm here to tell you that if you have the ability to, rush out and buy these trucks right now. And it doesn't matter if it's like 150,000 miles, it doesn't matter. These things are dang near bulletproof and they'll run to like 500,000, maybe 1,000,000 miles, all right, if you take good care of them. So what is this? A lot of you guys are watching this and you're like, okay, it's an interesting looking Tacoma. You can tell that it's a Toyota Tacoma, but it looks a little bit different, right? Well, this is a Tacoma X-Runner, and it's a very, very rare and special truck. The people that know, you know. The ones that don't, then you're going to be like, well, what makes this different? So from the factory, it comes lowered. So it's a little bit lower than the average Tacoma. And they were only made from 2005 up until 2015. And the 2012s to the, I think actually even the from like 2010 till 2015 were the rarest ones. They were like extremely rare. And the even more rare ones is from like 2012 to 2015. Because I think in like from 2014 and 15 only sold in Canada and in Hawaii, and that was it. And they were very, very limited numbers. Toyota didn't even disclose how many of them they made, but it was a very, very limited. So there's not like a huge amount of them out everywhere. So if you look nationwide, you're probably going to find one or two available to sell. If you find one, hurry up and grab it, right? Now let me tell you why. So it comes with a body kit from Toyota, so it comes with that body kit on there from the factory. That comes all the way around here. You see it here, and even on the rear, right there. And you'll see it says Toyota Tacoma there, and it actually has XRunner written on there. Like, it comes like that from the factory. So mine is a 2020 model year. It comes with the backup camera, you can see there. So it does have some technology, right? Comes with the side exit exhaust right there. This is a 4.0 liter naturally aspirated V6. Now let me show you. This is the interior here. I put on the TRD shift knob. You can see it says TRD right there. Cup holders. Oh yeah, let me show you. So this is how you open up the rear. So this is like the side access door here. And you open it up like so, and then you have seating in the back here. Now I know, like, I have this seat pushed all the way back. You can see all the room there. Now I know you guys are gonna be like, oh, it's not usable. Trust me, you slide the seat up a little bit, anybody could fit back there. I even took my daughter, we had like, my daughter, she was doing good with reading and stuff like that, so I took her to go get a balloon. And I'll put in a clip here so you can see. So I had a child seat in here, it worked perfectly. Here's like the tie downs there. You pop this off. That's the back piece right there. So, oh yeah, I'll put in that clip here so you guys can see. All right, got my little one here with me in the X-Runner. Say hello, baby.
Hello.
All right, just wanted to show you guys that the X-Runner can work as a family vehicle. I don't know if you guys can see that. All right, you see that? And she's been doing such a good job reading her books and everything. Got her a little balloon to celebrate. You happy with your balloon? All right, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
But yeah, it can do family duty. It can actually do the work of a truck. I'll get to all the stuff you see in the back there in a little bit. It has like the indicators right there on the side view mirrors. Has like the nice little hood scoop there. It's a solid truck, man. It's a solid truck. I think they varied in horsepower, but roughly between like 230 to 246, 247 horsepower around there is what they came with. But they're light. They're roughly like 3,500 pounds, light. So as far as trucks go, it's pretty, power to weight ratio is pretty good. It's not bad. And I apologize if it's like too windy, you guys can hear me, but hopefully you can. But yeah, so why am I saying to rush and get these right now? Is because the tariffs just hit, and pretty much all new cars are going to be super expensive. They should go up by at least $5,000 to $10,000 depending on the brand. But they're like, I think all cars, like unless it's 100% made in America, parts and everything sourced in America, pretty much all new cars are going to skyrocket. The prices are going to go up. And then because of that, there's going to be a rush for everybody to go get older cars or used cars, right? And the reason why I say get these now, because what you're going to find is that there's going to be a lot of people that want to get a do-everything vehicle. They're going to want something that's fun, that looks good, and could potentially make them money in the economy that's about to come. So you're going to want a truck. And the cool thing about with these X-Runners only come with the manual gearbox. So you see, we got the manual gearbox, naturally aspirated V6, like you got cup holders, good storage, glove box, head unit. I'll talk about the head unit in a little bit. Yeah, so that's something I'll try to save you guys some worry on. But depending on the year, you get a built-in subwoofer in the back there. You can put your kids in the back here. You know, you can put in car seats. You got a 6-foot bed. So you have something that's fun to drive and it's going to be super reliable that you can actually use to make money with in this economy that we're going into, because 9 times out of 10 we're probably going to the world is probably going to go into like a recession soon with all the tariffs and everything hitting. So I say get these now because I think they're already rare, they're hard to find, and I think the people that know, they're going to be rushing out to buy these. So if you can get one, and if you have one, hold on to yours, unless you want to make some money off of it. But I would say hold on to yours because the values on these are going to shoot up. Like, I think these are going to start selling for like 35 to 38,000. Like, I think it's going to do like what the Mark IV Supras were doing. Like, I would not be surprised to see these start selling in the 50,000 and up range. Clean ones like this. Like, this one has 34,000 miles on it, so it's practically brand new, you know. But any of the clean ones with low miles, I think are going to sell like really, really high. And I highly recommend it. Like, I've had some issues with doing mine the way how I want to, as far as like sourcing the right parts and stuff. But it's just because I've had in my life, I've had 6 XRunners now. This is my 6th one. I've had 7 Tacomas in total. But all of the ones that I had were I did have one 2012, but that one was modified already, so I didn't have to do anything to it. But all of the other ones I have are like, I had a 2005, a 2006, a 2007, a 2008, and that was it. I didn't have anything above that up until I got that one. I had a black 2012, and that one came with a TRD supercharger. That's another thing. You could have ordered these with a TRD supercharger, and that's like a pretty cool option. You can still, the same exact supercharger still exists. It's called a Magnuson supercharger. So you can still bolt that up to this. It comes with a tune already, and it works with this truck perfectly. That'll get you like 330 horsepower or something like that. So these things they're solid. But I'm telling you, go out and get them now because they will go up in value. And because they're tried and true, you know that they're gonna hold their value. Like, you know, because you can just drive them and drop them and do whatever you need to do, and they're gonna keep on working. You just do your regular oil changes and maintenance, and you're gonna be just fine. So that's one thing. And like I said, the people that know, they're gonna be rushing to get these as well. Another thing about these X-Runners, they only come with these wheels right here. So these are specific to the X-Runner. You're not gonna see them on other Tacomas. Like, it's a specific wheel for the X-Runner only. And what makes the X-Runner what it is, it has great handling. It has an X-brace. You see the X right there. It has an X-brace underneath it that gives it its like ride quality, makes it like handle almost like a car. You get a full-size spare underneath there. I don't know if you guys can see that, but yeah, you get a full-size spare. You get a bunch of tie downs. You get your inverter in the back there. Now, this is what I want to show you guys. So this is a stock X-Runner or Tacoma speaker. You can see there's barely a magnet on it. This thing is like paper thin, right? So I took that out, and the tweeters as well. I'm going to swap that out soon. So I got these tweeters that are going to be put in there, And normally I got, originally I put in some Orion speakers in there, but they're, I don't know, they were like 1200 watts or something like that, but they were not 6x9s. They were like the circular ones. So instead, I went and I got these Rockville speakers here. Let me see if I can show you these. So yeah, so these are the Rockville speakers. And I think these also come with tweeters. Yeah, you can see they come with tweeters and crossovers and stuff. But I don't know, I'm probably going to end up using these instead of the tweeters that they provided. But we'll see. You know, I'll put them in and see how they sound and everything. But yeah, so I'm swapping out the speakers because the speakers that come stock with them are not that great. Also, the head unit that I got was like kind of damaged, like it just doesn't sound good. So I went online and I bought this. This is from a 2016 Tacoma, but it did not bolt right up. It doesn't work. So I'm going to save you guys the worry. If you plan on doing something like this, like putting in a newer OEM head unit, you have to get, if you have a 2012, you got to get a 2012 to 2014, I believe, head unit. The 2015s and 16s are different. So I ordered now a new I think it's a 2013 head unit. So that's what's going to go in there next. And let me get this back in there. Right. So yeah, so that's what's going in there next. And like I said, I got to save you guys some of the trial and error, right? So I went and I got one of those Android units, those Android head units, set it up. It looks great. Like it fit perfectly. It looks great, but the sound was horrible and just the menu and everything. It was not working out the way I thought it would. And a lot of things about it just wasn't right. So I took that out. I'll put in a little clip of it installed here so you can see it. And then I'll put in a clip of me taking it out so you can see. I finally got that new head unit installed. Like, it looks clean, right? Tell me what you think. Let me zoom out a little bit. Like, yeah, how does it look to you? Like, and it has like pretty much everything I need. Like, yeah, I think it came out looking clean, but let me know what you think. Yeah, I literally just yanked this whole thing out, and I'm just winging it because it's crazy. It's like a bunch of different things here, but yeah, I'm gonna just try to do this on my own because I'm not feeling this unit. Yeah, so no matter what I did with the with the new head unit, it just didn't sound good. It just wasn't working right. So I just took it out. And it took me a while to take it out. There was a mess of wires everywhere. But yeah, I took it out and now I just installed back the factory head unit and I'm back on a hunt again to find another one. So here we go. Here we go again. And just like that, the stock head unit is back in and sounded better than that aftermarket one. I need to go, I think I just need to go find the right factory head unit that's the doubled in. So I need to go and try to find a 2014 or something. But yeah, I wasn't feeling that Android head unit. So luckily I was able to find another OEM head unit. So I'm going to upgrade the speakers, I'm going to upgrade the tweeters, the mid-range. And then once that is done, I think the next thing that I want to do is probably get it painted because it has some scratches and stuff. And once it's painted, everything's done. Then I'm going to redo the interior. Like you guys will see the process. And if you've been following the channel, you've heard me mention this before, but I'm just going over for the people that have not been a part of the channel and they're like, what the heck is an XRunner? And you clicked on this video to find out. So it's not all peaches and creams when you get an old vehicle like this. If you want it to look right, if you want it to be on point and stuff, you're going to have to do some work to it and be prepared to do it, to maintain it and keep it right. If you don't care, you just want something that's going to work like all the time, then yeah. But for me, I want this thing to be like it just came off the showroom floor. So I'm going to be modifying it and doing things to it to make it really, really brand new, internally and everything. I've already did an oil change, swapped out the spark plugs, and it runs amazing. Like, it runs amazing. I already did, and if you go through my videos, you'll see I already 0 to 60 tested it. I also did a quarter-mile run in it. If you want to see the times, go look through our videos and you'll see I have the official 0 to 60 time video here on the channel, so you can go see that if you want to know what these run in a quarter, and the quarter and the 0 to 60. So it's an amazing truck, and I think with everything that's happened, you're gonna want something that makes you happy. So having a manual gearbox truck that's fast and, you know, super reliable, that you can do, you know, family things with, you can do daddy duty, you can do whatever you need to do, you can throw stuff in the bed, you can tow, like, it's perfect. Now, if you don't want something new, the other vehicle I recommend is something also that I have, and that would be we have a 2024 Nissan Frontier SL, but, you know, there's the 25s out. The reason why I went with the 24 is because I like the grill better. It's all like body color matched and looks nice. But these, to me, are the successor, the true successor to these Tacoma X-Runners, because this is naturally aspirated V6, just like this. And I think this is like a 3.7 liter or something like this. It's close to 4.0 liter. This has more horsepower. This has 310 horsepower, but it's also a lot heavier, but it can also tow a lot more, and it does not come with a manual gearbox. And it's still, I'll be honest, it's not as special, but it's just as reliable. It's super, super reliable. And I think it's the spiritual successor to the Tacoma X-Runner. And while these tariffs are in and stuff, if you want to get something that's gonna not cost you that much money, I highly recommend you go get these Nissan Frontiers, because I think that's going to be where it's at for a lot of people. And just like the X-Runner, I'll show you something. It has the inverter in the back there. I don't know if you guys can see that. See, it has the inverter in the back there. Let's see if we can open it up. All right. And then you got nice leather seats. So I'm going to be doing the Tacoma X-Runner seats like this. So that's, like I said, there's certain things you get with a newer truck. You get with this, it has heated seats. It's got heated steering wheel. You got all the creature comforts already there. So if you want to go that route, and the same thing, just like the X-Runner, I'll show you. Oh, I was thinking I got to go there. This actually has a real door. So you just open it like that. Just like our X-Runner, this also has a built-in subwoofer. So there's the built-in subwoofer right there. So I really feel like this is like the spiritual successor to the Tacoma X-Runner, but it's up to you. If you want to get something brand new, I highly recommend you go get a Nissan Frontier. Like, they got the Pro 4X, the Pro X, the SL, the SV, the S. There's a lot of trims, a lot of different ways that you can slice it however you want it. And another thing to keep in mind, like so it's much easier, much easier to access and way more accessible to get a truck like a Nissan Frontier or something like that. I don't recommend the new Tacomas because they're like turbo 4-cylinders, and I don't know how reliable those are going to be. I know for a fact that these are reliable, so that's why I'm doing this video, and they're way more cost effective than the new Tacomas as well. Now, another thing to keep in mind, if you find one of these, chances are it's not going to be in your city, so you're probably going to have to do like a statewide search because they're super, super rare. So if you're doing like a statewide search and you go and you get it, keep in mind you're going to have to jump through some hoops to get it registered. So that's something that I went through. I had to do like a whole bunch of stuff to get my truck registered. I finally got it registered. Super happy about that. So it's officially in my name now. You know, so it's not going to be easy, but I feel like it's going to be worth it, because I remember I felt like once I got the paperwork and it was all done, and it was like, all right, that's your truck. Like, it felt amazing. So just be aware, if you go old school like this, there are going to be some things that you're going to have to do to make it just right, or it may very well be in your state or not that far from you, you know, and you may be able to just go get it and have a great truck that you can just drive forever and not worry about and have fun. But I do recommend going for things like these over going for expensive cars that may, you know, maybe the upkeep on them and the maintenance of them may be costly, because we all kind of got to be smart with our money now. We don't know how things are going to go with all these tariffs. Like, it can go great. Now, all right, I'm not into politics that much or anything, but I'll tell you what I think is happening. I actually think that Trump is looking out for the country But I think what he's trying to do is trying to force manufacturers to bring jobs back to the United States. So I think what he's trying to do is to get companies like Toyota, Nissan, everybody to build their factories and do everything here in the U.S., which will create a lot more jobs and which will also be better for the consumer because it's less money, you know, if you can develop everything and do everything right here in the U.S. So I think that's what he's trying to do, and he may very well accomplish that. The risk that I think that he's taking, and it is a huge risk, the risk may be that the rest of the world might be like, you know what, nah, we're good. We don't need to do business with the U.S. anymore. We'll just do business within our own countries, and we're going to help develop places like Africa and South America, and we're going to just sell to them. And I think that's a potential thing that could happen as well. But hopefully there's a happy medium where, you know, the tariffs go away or they go down or they work themselves out in a way where the consumers, us, don't end up, you know, paying for it as what it's looking like it's going to be now, and we can get whatever we want. Another thing I think, if I was in Trump's shoes, here's what I would do. I would hit up GM, Ford, Dodge, and I'll tell them, hey, cut the crap, let's do what the United States does well. Let's make naturally aspirated V8s, supercharged V8s. We could even do turbo V8s, you know. Bring back the V8s, make fun cars again. Make fun manual gearbox V8 cars. Even, you know, like, yes, you can have the EVs, you can have the hybrids and all that, but the United States need to put that oomph back into the auto industry and give the people what they want. People want trucks like these. They want naturally aspirated manual gearbox, you know, vehicles that are fun, like with higher displacements. Like this is a 4.0 liter V6. Fun, great vehicle, you know, super reliable. I think, you know, if he did that, if he went to GM and Ford and Dodge and said, hey, I'm mandating you guys bring back the Camaro. You guys bring back the Dodge Dakota, like, you know what I mean? And make fun vehicles like that. I think that would go over really well. And that would also, especially if they could source the metals and minerals and stuff. And if they start like mining again and doing things so we can get our metals and our rare earth minerals and stuff like that within the U.S., that'll also create more jobs. And I think that may be something that he's trying to do, or maybe I'm just guessing, you know, but I think that's where, you know, things would benefit the country more and benefit the citizens. But I digress. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. It can go either way, right? So for right now, as it stands, if you want to save money, you want something that's going to be reliable, you want something you can use to make money and make your life a little bit better and have fun and roll your own gears and, you know, just have something that is fun, reliable, low cost of ownership, go get you a Tacoma X-Runner. And even if you can't get an X-Runner, then get you an older gen. I think some of the best gen Tacomas are the third gen Tacomas. So you can get like a 22, 23 Toyota Tacoma 2020, 2019, 2018. You can get like any of those, and those are still solid trucks. And the good thing, those still came with naturally aspirated V6s, and you can still get those with manual gearboxes as well. So those are fun too. They're just not going to be lowered with the side skirts and all that like the X-Runner here. It's not going to be as special and as rare, but it's going to be fun, and it is going to be reliable. So I also recommend the third gen Tacomas as well, and obviously any second gen Tacomas as well. Like second and third gen Tacomas, those are going to be where it's at if you want fun, reliable, low cost of ownership. They're going to retain their value well. Those are trucks that I highly recommend. And like I said, the good thing about having a truck is that, let's say you want to start a furniture business or something, you could move things, you can make money so many different ways by having a truck with a bed, especially a 6-foot bed like this, versus like I opted, because with this, I knew I wasn't going to be doing that type of stuff. Like this has a 5-foot bed, but it can still get things done. Like, so, and you'll see in a future video, like there's things that I do with our Frontier as well. But yeah, man, I hope this video was helpful to you guys. Hopefully you'll be able to use it to make your life better and improve your finances and just have fun, man, because I think none of us know how long we have on the planet. So you got to do what makes you happy and enjoy life as much as you can. And I feel like with a truck like this, you could definitely enjoy life. But yeah, man, that's it for this one. Actually, you know what? Before I go, let me send a shout out to everybody that rocks with us. Shout out to Race Car 21. Shout out to Blueprint 1 Elite. Shout out to Cutie Chaotic. Shout out to 100 Grand Nate. Shout out to Moose 2X. Shout out to Will Motivation. By the way, Will Motivation's got some heat coming up soon, so you guys go ahead and tune in this channel. You got some crazy stuff happening. There's a lot going on, man. Shout out to Dr. Robert. Shout out to Speed Demon. Shout out to Fast Life. Shout out to Kappa for Life. Shout out to DBX79. Shout out to all you guys, man. I really appreciate all of you. And yeah, man, we just got past 9,000 subscribers. Let's head to 10,000. Let's go. But yeah, man, that's it for this one. Race Car Friends out. Like I said before, y'all gotta stop hating on these Nissan Frontiers, man. Look at this black on black on black one out here. This thing is mean. It's got the side steps. It's got the blacked out wheels. And this one might be an SV, but man, it looks good. Y'all stop hating on these Frontiers. These Frontiers are out. They're running strong. They looking good. They getting the job done. We outside.